with only the sound of the ticking clock to disturb you, then you'd be quite wrong. This is Sleep Creature and the Vampires. It's just one of about 30 young bands from the Gateshead area who've got together and, with the help of Gateshead Central Library, pooled all their resources to form the Gateshead Music Collective.
Well, it started through, like, the venue in Newcastle, the garage closed, and so there was nowhere to play. And through the council, really, like, we went to them and asked them, you know, if they had any property for rent and stuff. And they'd give us, like, a list of addresses, and just went and looked around them, and we found one that was suitable. And we got a grant from the Prince Charles Trust, and put all the wiring right in it, and sockets and fire regulations had to be put right and stuff. Put a stage in, built a stage, you know.
Carl Sherwin is both rhythm and lead guitarist and is also a former chairman of the collective.
We probably get about 15 quid a week off rehearsal money, and the rent's about £20 a week. And then you've got the lighting bills and stuff like that on top.
How do you make all your rules and decisions?
They're voted on. Rules and decisions are all voted. Everything's done at the meetings on the Thursday. If somebody says, oh, there's some gear for sale, such and such, and it's a good bargain, should we get it? You know, you have a vote on it, everybody puts a hand up and for and then against, you know.
Could you explain to me how the sort of bureaucracy of the collective works?
People are voted in, you know, chairman's voted in every 6 months, a treasurer is voted in every 6 months, but we'll just keep voting for Esther because she knows what to do, you know. We'd save swapping names over and stuff at the bank.
Making table games, inflatable castles, etc.
We'd do workshops with people from all around the northeast area, go around the libraries and stuff, and show them how to play, or, you know, involve them in different anything, you know. If there's people that are working sort of as printers or badge making, or they've got different hobbies, to just sort of get it together in the summer and go around and show that people how to do things. If we won the money, we would be giving some away to a music collective that's starting over in Newcastle to help them get on their feet. Hopefully soundproof part of the building so we could rehearse through the day as well as on the night times. Buy new equipment and finance other projects that would be going on in the station.
Tell me about the record that you've made.
We got £840 from Northern Arts for to make an LP of the bands in the station and stuff. So we recorded it.
There's much more to this project than aiming to discover future pop stars. Gateshead Central Library is an integral part of this scheme. Patrick Conway is the borough librarian. Patrick, tell me about the work the collective does with mentally handicapped people.
Yes, in fact, in the past they've undertaken projects about therapy work with mentally handicapped through particular play schemes designed for mentally handicapped children in and around the borough. And in fact, this has been particularly useful for the children themselves. It's helped to break down barriers. I think it's helped to bring the mentally handicapped into the community. And in fact, I think it's helped a greater understanding of youngsters in terms of probably people who are less fortunate than ourselves.
What's the spectrum of involvement that the library has with the collective?
We provide them with committee rooms for their meetings. We provide them with a certain amount of grant aid, although it has to be said it's not as much as we would like to. We, in fact, help them through the sort of plethora, well, help them, assist them and guide them through the plethora of local authority regulations and guidelines. We try and prepare sort of information packs, etc. for them. But broadly speaking, it's very much a two-way process.
If the collective were to be successful in winning this award, how do you think it would help them, Patrick?
I think it would help them to be able to do their work more positively in Gateshead. Funding is always a problem. while they've been successful in attracting funding from an area partnership, from the Prince's Jubilee Trust, and from the amounts of grant aid that we as Gateshead local authority provide them, obviously there is always a problem with funding. For example, instruments, etc. are very, very expensive, and needless to say, with the use they get, they do need replacing. We've been able to provide a £900 grant in the last couple of months to help them, but really it's a drop in the ocean. And in today's economic climate, the amount of money that they possibly could win, hopefully, in this competition is going to be very useful to them in an area such as Gateshead, you know, considering the major problems that Gateshead has.
Well, if 20 cleans it up for his, for a gig and that by selling, and we'll go and do it on a Sunday.
What would you do of an evening if it wasn't for the collective?
Nothing, probably.
Probably stay in somebody else's house, and nothing much really. It's very interesting, gives you a lot to do.
It just gives people an incentive instead of like, I mean, most of the people who are involved are unemployed, you know, so they need they need something. I mean, like me, you know, I'm unemployed. I use it like, you know, it plays a big part in my life, you know. I mean, you know, my days like.
And welcome to an important occasion here at Pebble Mill. Not only is this the penultimate program in the current series, but it's the day on which we discover which of these young people will carry off the trophy which recognises their concern and compassion for others. The Youth Caring Award, in association with Dettol, has a special significance this year because it is, of course, International Youth Year. Her Royal Highness, the Princess Anne, who has a great personal interest in the aims and aspirations of youth, presented the award last year, and we were delighted when she agreed once again to grace this occasion. Her Royal Highness is, of course, an old hand at the television game. She recently had the nation right behind her when they saw her locked in mortal combat, electronically speaking, of course, with one of her Irish colleagues. It was a formidable performance. But what many people may not know is that she also officially opened the Pebble Mill complex way back on the 10th of November, 1971. So we are especially delighted and deeply honoured that you have agreed to join us today.
The judges have decided, particularly because the group is working in an area of caring that is so often overlooked and helping so many young people, they're giving the 1985 Youth Caring Award to Carl Sherwin and Alan Allman of the Gateshead Music Collective.
And Mr. Mark Foster, the Managing Director of Reckitt and Coleman, has handed the cheque for £5,000 to Her Royal Highness. Congratulations, boys. And the £5,000, of course, will be used to help the project in which the boys are already involved. So congratulations, that really is tremendous. Thank you very much.
Could I ask everybody to join with me in congratulating the other finalists who got this far, to wish them continued success with their projects and very good luck.
Well, very breathless Carl and Alan have joined me now. How does it feel, guys?
Hair raising.
Hair raising? Oh, very appropriate, yes. Remind us again, what are you going to spend your £5,000 on?
PE equipment and sort of upkeep of the building, bit of soundproofing, as I said on the film, as a music collective starting in Ashton. And we know how hard it is ourselves to actually get feedback from anybody, you know. So we thought we'd like donate some money to them, help them, you know, try and help somebody else as well in a different part. So
you're actually going to give some of your money to another project?
Yeah.
Well, very, very kind of you guys. On behalf of us all, very well done.
Well, that's it. It's been a long haul from the original nominations by the public to the appearance here of the finalists for the Youth Caring Award. As I said at the beginning, it's particularly appropriate that it should have taken place in International Youth Year, and immensely satisfying to discover that so many of our young people do exhibit care and compassion for those who are less fortunate. Thanks to all who took part. Our congratulations to the winners, and our special thanks to Her Royal Highness Princess Anne for making this a very special occasion for us. Now, tomorrow is our final program in the present series, and I'm assured it will be a star-studded one, so please join us then. From all of us here, in the meantime, goodbye.
Now on one.